assume the first half, that was another big key to you guys. You don't want a team like this to hang around.
Yes, sir. Yeah, Sanford's always a challenging opponent just because of how well they're coached and how hard they play, and they always try to switch it up on defense, and they always have a lot of good shooters. So tonight we really had to try not to worry too much about what they do, and try to just play our game and see what matched up and see what happens when that goes like that. But so they're really talented and they have a lot of good players. So yeah, we were just trying to worry about us and what we focus on, and not get too much caught up in what defense are they in right now, what press are they in right now. We were just trying to get stops and get into transition, and if they did score, get it out quick and play our basketball and not worry about what they were running or what they were in.
And then Mike, again, it's you've had a few games that were 10-point, 15-point wins, but you haven't had y'all haven't had a blowout like this in a while. Just how does that feel to come out here and just have such an outstanding performance as a team?
Yeah, we've been looking for playing a complete game to the right way. We've had a lot of games where we were either down at halftime and had to push it back up to catch up, or we were up at halftime and ended up letting the lead close up. So that was a big accomplishment for us today to have a 20-point lead at halftime and end up stretching it up in the second half. And that's what good teams do. Good teams play to the standard and to the best of their ability the whole game, and not play depending on what the game is telling us. We don't sink down. So that's an area of improvement from the non-conference play, and also in the years past of conference play, we'll be up and end up letting the team hang around. So hopefully we can continue to do that.
Conley, this game did not start out as a masterpiece. The first, say, about 5 minutes, both teams were really sloppy. Sometimes there were 2 turnovers. There were 3 turnovers in a row. Did it just take? I mean, at some point you have to get stability back, and it seemed like y'all settled and just pulled away after that. But you're in a position where you're in probably a good position to settle things down. Did you have to do that?
I mean, not verbally, but I think with actions and playing hard, I think that kind of stuff can kind of offset some of the shakiness maybe at the beginning. I think we had, like you said, a few possessions where it was just back and forth, and obviously it was a fast-paced game. But I think if we can talk about it as a team, but I think once we see somebody set the example and follow that, we'll be all right with that situation.
Conley, you've gotten full non-conference now with your new team. Probably not new anymore, but and your first taste of Southern Conference basketball. What's been the adjustment like? And it seems like you've really filled your role as best as you could so far. It seems like you have a real consistent time. And just talk to me about your progress here as a Paladin.
Yeah, well, I had to find my role. It's different than the last team I was on. I was more of a scorer, more of the main playmaker, and we have 3 really good playmakers on the team and that are in the starting lineup. And so I knew that probably wasn't going to be my angle to get into playing time and stuff, and I had to find other ways. So I try to play hard, try to be a stabilizer, and just bring toughness to the game.
Did you look forward to developing all aspects of your game because what you had previously concentrated on was not as useful here?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I wanted to play with some higher level guys, some guys that I could rely on, like Mike, like Alex, like Slauson. I mean, those guys are really good players, and so it was nice for me to be able to come in and just, I guess, take a role that it was obvious to me what was lacking or what I could bring that was unique to the team, and so it's just pretty easy and pretty fun to do that.